I spent 4 years of my life in college, and now I am unemployed. That's what you heard, guys. So that's my actual situation in life. And before we continue to this video, if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you know when I post a new video, and then you can be updated to it. Okay, guys? So now I'm gonna tell you my life story and how did that happen. So back in 2014, I think I was 20 years old. 20 years old, I decided that I wanted to go to college. So in this time, I lived in Brazil. So I didn't know which kind of college to go. I just knew that I had to go to college if I want to change my life. That's what everybody thinks today. And so I did. And how I didn't know which course to do, I decided to do administration, that they call here business administration. And so I used to work at a mall on weekends, like during the week, work all the time. And still, would you go to school from 7 until like 10:30 p.m. So it was very, very harsh. So every day going to school at night and work at the mall during the day and work on weekends too. Because I lived by myself and I had to work to make sure that I could provide for myself. And during this time going to college was a really good experience. It was really, really good. I cannot complain about it. But for me, I had a really hard time finding cool internships, like good internships. So I have a very big problem with communication. So even though I was really, really smart kid at college, my communication wasn't that good. So at interviews, other people would get the best options, best jobs available. And, I wasn't very good at communication. So that was a very negative point in my life during college and during this process of trying to get inserted in the market, to grow up in your career, to learn more, like outside of the class. So that was very hard for me. But anyways, at some point, I ended up finding an internship. Excuse me, sorry. And this internship that I found was for a government place, was a place for the government. So I used to work with the people that take care of the state, no, the city. So I work in a city for people that take care of the city. I forgot the name. I don't know what's the name here, what they call, like the people responsible for the city. So I worked for this person, but he always asks me to do things like, oh, can you get me coffee? Can you make my homework? Because my boss, he was also going to college at the time. So he used me to make his homework, And I sat down at the desk and I didn't learn much. They didn't teach me anything about the area that I was studying. Like how I didn't learn anything actually doing this internship. And that was a very bad phase, and this didn't help me after, because after I finished college, I tried to apply for trainee programs, but I didn't have enough experience because nobody wanted to give me that experience. And that was such a hard phase of my life. And I never understood why people can get it and I couldn't. I was such a hard worker at school. I studied so much and I was like really good grades. Just the problem is communication. But one thing, I might not be good at communicating with people, like especially now that's in English. When I mean communication, for me, I meant like I wasn't good at interviews. I always had the shake, like get nervous. So that would like messed up everything. But I was actually good at work. I'm really, really good at working and following instructions and learning. So I was good at that. But anyways, going back to the internship, to the trainee program, the companies would not give me opportunity because I did not have good experience. Because nobody wanted to give me an experience. And I get so pissed off at that. Why is that so complicated? How they want you to get experience if nobody wants to give you an experience? And I see today, living in America, that's also a big problem here. Kids go to college, they study, work really hard on their degrees, but nobody give them experience. Not everyone can get like good experience. Even though they're really smart kids, they're really good at working. I think that's kind of unfair. Unfair. Life is unfair in general. But anyways, so I tried like to look for a trainee for a few months, and I saw that it was been so hard for me because I had to pay rent. No, I cannot just be like, okay, I'm going to stop my life right now and I'm gonna just look for trainees all the time, like do interviews. That's another problem, because if I was looking for a trainee, I could not like have another kind of work, like whatever kind of job, because I always had interviews there during the days. Sometimes the process like would be like the whole day, and then you have to come back another day, so that made it even harder for me. I couldn't find a good trainee, and I always had I wish to come here to the United States to visit, to learn English. I did study English in Brazil for 1 year, but it's hard for you to learn when you don't have people to talk to. So you kind of just learn that some rules in your mind, like you keep them in your mind, but you don't practice them, so you cannot completely learn it. And I had this, nothing's working here. So I applied to come work here in a cultural exchange program that is called an au pair program. And this program, we pay an agency, and the agency help us find families to work with us. So the families, they invite us into their houses, and so we have all the process connections to see if we have a good match, and we have 12 months to find a family. So during this process, I remember that the person that was helping me find my family, they were, "Hey Bruna, it's been like 9 months already and you didn't find no family." I was a bit skeptical, because some of the families, they didn't seem like good families, like they wanted you to work with their kids, like, I don't know, 45 hours a week. That's the normal rule of the program. But they also wanted you to like clean the house. That's not the rule of the program. That's outside. And sometimes they say like, okay, you are going to have a curfew, like 9 p.m. curfew. I am an adult, and I had lived by myself so far by this time. Like I was 24 when I first came. So like I had lived by myself for almost like 8 years. So I didn't want to move to another country to be controlled for someone else. So I took a little while, and then I found a family, and I moved here back in 2019. Moved here. I did my first year as an au pair, and it was great. Not so great. I'm gonna make another video telling about my experience. I don't know, my first year of the au pair. It wasn't that great, but anyway, I don't know if I should make actually a video about that. And then after I had my second year, I moved here to Texas. That was an amazing experience, and 2 years working, taking care of kids. And then after, when I left the program, what did I do? I went to work with kids. So now I'm going like to the third year working with kids, 3 years. So it was like 2019, 20, 2021, so 3 years. And then 2021, I started work for another family. 2024, no, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. What? Something's wrong. Okay. Anyways, I'm a bit confused here about the times. But I know that I worked like since 2019 until 2024. Yes, so it's like 19, like 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So like 5 years working for kids total. And last year, I'm glad I had like my last boss. She bought tickets for me to go to Brazil, you know. And then I went to Brazil. It was an amazing vacation. I am so thankful to her. She was such a great boss. I cannot describe her, like, I don't know, she was an angel in my life. So she bought tickets for me and my husband. We went to Brazil. And since then, I came back in 2000, when I came back in, was September, I decided like, okay, what should I do in my life now? I have my green card. The green card, you know, like, the green card allow you to work. So I had more options. Okay, I have my green card at this point because I got married. And then I was, what can I do right now? I didn't know what to do. I was thinking, oh, okay, I don't want to work as a nanny anymore. I love kids. Don't take me wrong. But like, I need something that's going to help me grow. Like, that's going to, because if you work as a nanny, you get paid. Like, they do pay like very decent. It's really good, like the payment. But you're not going to have much ways to grow, you know? That's going to be it. Like, I don't want to be like 30 years from now, I'm going to be old and just working as a nanny. So I was looking for options, and I was like, okay. And one day I saw an online video, like on TV. No, I think it wasn't TV, it was on my phone. Anyways, like an ad on my phone talk about this. Oh, Ecom Academy, that how to make money selling like ecom like products. So I said, okay, I'm gonna watch their first class. That was a free class on Sunday. And then I watched the class. And then I was like, okay, now I have this information. And then asked my husband, should I sign up for that deal? And then we agreed that it would be okay. I paid like $1,500 for this course, online course. Bought this course, okay. Started working this course and open my store. I do have a store, like still open by now. Open it, then I started working hard in the store. But you know what I noticed when you work in e-commerce? You do spend a lot of money, but you don't make as much money. So I kept working, and then I got depressed. Sorry, the video got interrupted because my husband, he just came back, so he wanted to talk to me. Anyways, guys, so I opened this store and I started working really hard, and I noticed that I was spending a lot of money having to choose, like make choice on marketing, because it's so expensive when you have to do ads. So like I was getting like stressed. I remember that I was like, me and my husband, we waking up really early in the morning and then going like into 9, 10, because everything like all the time like in the computer, creating products and making ads, and now it was really stressful. And at some point, November, I don't know, I had like a meltdown and I stopped doing everything. I didn't want to do anything anymore. So I just stayed in bed. I didn't want to get up of bed. I did not want to clean my house. My house got really mess. Really mess. I didn't want to clean. I didn't want to cook. So it lasted for about 3 months. So until last month, I was really bad too. Like just laying down, not doing anything. You know, I stopped doing everything. I have never, ever in my life had stopped to work. So since 17 years old, I have worked my whole life. But this was like just too much for me. Because I felt like so sad that the money was getting like leaving, but not coming. You know what I mean? Not having return. And then I was like, okay. I'm always thinking, what can I do with my life? What can I do? What can I use my degree for? I mean, I don't think there is much I can do with my degree here in America. You know, there's groups that I look, that ladies like, they have degrees like, hey, I'm unemployed, this and that. And my degree, if I wanted to use it, I have to validate it. And to validate is a process. They might not even accept that. I might have to do like a whole degree. And so now I got so scared to go back to college and just don't work. Because remember, I told you everything I struggled in Brazil? You imagine having to do like communication in English. I have thought about so many degrees I would like to do. Like my main degrees I'd like to do. Lawyer, but I'm not sure if I can be a lawyer. But I think that's really cool. Law school, engineering. I also think like that's really cool, like mechanical engineering, whatever, architecture. That's also a really good option that I have interest in on it. And what is the other one? I thought about nursing, but I just found out that I can't work with, that people, not like in the nursing environment. I have like anxiety, so that doesn't help. So I don't know. I'm so scared now in my life. So that's why I think I had this kind of like depression phase. Please, guys, if you guys ever have this kind of feelings that you guys going down, don't ever stop. Because after it's so hard to get up again. So hard. So I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? I'm 30 years old. I have no kids. I recently married. 2 years, like going to 2 years that I'm married. And I'm just stuck in life right now. It feels like there doesn't matter what I do. Nothing's gonna help. And if I go to college, it might not even work. Like just like didn't work in Brazil. Should I go back to college? What's the best option? And also there's another thing that makes me even more worried. My family in Brazil. I kind of have to help them. But this, I can make this in another video. If you guys would like to know, please let me know, and I can make a video and tell the whole situation about my family in Brazil. So that's the reason why, like, being a nanny also would not be like the good direction for me, just being a nanny, because I didn't feel completely I didn't feel like professionally like happy, and financially at some point that's not gonna be enough, because I don't have to make the money just for me. I literally don't have to do that. So I have to find something that can make money, like real money. Real money, guys. If you guys, I don't know, you want to talk to me, like people that are experienced in life, have experience in life, like give some advices, I would love to hear that from you guys. Because I'm just a girl lost. And here, with my degree, never use it. I mean, I use it a little bit, but I don't know what to do with that. I'm not working at the moment. I mean, I'm back from my store, but I haven't done a sale. E-commerce is really hard. And my husband, he also has a degree. He's a degree in not marketing. He has a degree in mechanical engineering. He worked like for a couple of years, but now he does marketing. That's a very common thing. Do we need a degree to get bigger in life? Give me all the devices you can, guys. All the devices. I would love to hear from you. So for this video, that's all I have to say, guys. And I'm gonna be excited waiting for your comments here. Help your friends. Help your Brazilian friends. I'm gonna be excited waiting to hear from you guys. And remember, if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. That would be like means so much to me. Every time I see that someone subscribed to my channel, I get so excited. Subscribe and turn on your notification, guys. Comment, like, share this video. Help me. Maybe this my last solution. I'm not sure. Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye bye, guys.